I have no idea what he's doing. It's like he's playing by going up underneath the rug. Dashel, are you getting the zoomies? What's going on?
It's 20 minutes after 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, April the 26th, 2022, and I am out here in Fernandina Beach, Florida, awaiting the start of the fantastic Isle of Eight Flags Shrimp Festival. Okay, so while I'm here and I've got a little time, I went to the Nassau health food grocery store out here, and I went in there to restock on millet. This is what I make a lot of my soup thickeners out of, and grits and all kinds of stuff. It comes in very, very handy. And while I was in there, I ended up spending 40 bucks. But in my defense, I did find the vitamin D and K2 that was recommended for me to start taking daily in order to prevent another kidney stone from happening. But while I was in there, guys, we found some strange stuff that I want to try on video. First off, we've got sparkling kombucha, right? And it's a probiotic, which is also said to be good for cleansing and good for kidney stones. And I like that, you know, it's root beer. It's root beer flavored. But I like that right here it says new fashioned. It's like that's the big selling point of this. I also found a jerky that is a different kind of meat than we think of as being a meat that you would make jerky out of. I'm going to put you guys down. So here it is right here. This is smoked salmon. It's a smoked salmon jerky. It's not too awful uncommon because in a lot of Asian grocery stores I see tons of dried fish being sold. But it's definitely a very Eastern thing. And to see this in a Western store, a dried fish sold as a snack, I had to try it. So let's start with the root beer while it's still cold. Okay, it didn't foam out over the top like a lot of kombuchas do. Kombuchas are very fizzy. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a root beer smell there. Not too sweet. Definitely not hitting me with a lot of sweet. It's also not hitting me with a whole lot of root beer flavor either. It's in the smell, but I'm not tasting it up much. It's got that that kind of slightly fermented kombucha flavor there that I really like. So, would I buy this again? You know, probably not. It's good, but like there's other kombuchas that are have a good bite to them. That's more what I'm looking for, is something that has a nice bite to it. Either a ginger and or like this here, a turmeric or a ginger or something else. So it's not quite so. I mean, because you're paying a lot for kombucha, and you want a flavor that goes along with the price, and this is not delivering. A little disappointed. Sorry, guys. Do not approve of that one. All right, let's go on to the smoked salmon jerky snack. How is it? It's got kind of a waxy feel to it. Okay, definitely smells like smoked salmon. Good texture. There's some spices in there, but they're not overpowering the salmon flavor. I like this. This I approve of wholeheartedly. This is a wonderful snack. I love that. Wow. It has 7 grams of protein and 5 grams total carbs. 100% wild-caught salmon. And it doesn't look like, yeah. Ingredients are salmon, maple sugar, organic, coconut oil, sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, dill weed, and that is it. There's no like benzonates or whatever weird preservatives in here. I guess it probably doesn't have the same shelf life as a regular jerky snack. You probably can't let this sit in the back of your pantry for a year and still expect it to taste good. But if you want to get a good handful of these and eat them on a boat trip or something like that, totally recommend it. This is delicious.
Clatters, is that you, Clatters? What have you got on? Take that off. Take that off. You really are excited, aren't you?
It is now about 6:30 in the afternoon, and me and Clatters are taking advantage of the half-price Tuesdays to go in and see Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah. Big question, is it going to be as good as the first one? What do you think? He thinks it's going to be. We'll find out. Be good to see Jim Carrey at least one last time.
I'm just learning they have AHA right in the fountain drink, so I'll be able to have sparkling water while I'm watching my movie. Wow, look at the size of that big old movie poster. They are hyping it. Let's hope it lives up to it. We are at theater number 5. It would say Sonic 2 up there, but for some reason they're not doing the marquees anymore. But here we go, we're going in.
Sounds like the trailers are still going, so we're not missing the first of the movie, thank goodness. There we are. That is how you do a sequel right there, guys, isn't it? It surpassed being as good as the first one and was better. They took what was established and expanded on it. That's how you do a good sequel. Yeah. So, what did you really like? Oh, yes. The video game references. All the way down to Supersonic. The way he could not swim at all. They even had some of that game where in the game if he's out of his, stuck at the bottom of water and can't swim, he tries and he's like, ah. They had that, breathing out of bubbles that come by. Right here, even Eggman is in his classic ship that he was in on the first game. Yeah, and then he gets hit underneath. He's like, whoa! It was great. It's about 1 o'clock the next day now, Wednesday, and staying at my aunt's house in her side yard, plugged into her power. I feel like I need to contribute a little something, so I'm going to try mowing the grass. It's getting a little shaggy.
Only thing is, I have never once used one of these zero-turn lawnmowers before in my life, so there's going to be some stumbling around to figure out how it's done. I was able to get a hold of the key, which I think goes in right there. Alright. Darn high-tech zero-turn lawnmower only takes this expensive ethanol-free gasoline.
Froyo break! Yeah, it really does taste like strawberry cheesecake. How do they do it?
Thirsty much?
By the end of it there, I think I was controlling it pretty well. I picked it up pretty quick.
Left a lot of ground up leaves, but at least it's not looking shaggy anymore.
Well, it is Wednesday night, 7:30, which means Bible study. And so I am once again out here in Yulee at Harbor Shores Apostolic Church. I've been here so many times now that I don't think they consider me really a visitor anymore. I'm just kind of that off and on honorary member. Love this little church.
And you had to watch them, and if you saw certain caterpillars on them, you had to get them off. And if your leaves started getting spotted, you may have to do a little bit of spraying on the leaves to kill a fungus that was going to eventually kill the harvest. What are you preaching tonight, preacher? Very simple. Just because God is giving you fruit, it is up to you to maintain it. It's up to you to maintain the field. It's up to you to keep the good ground good. It's up to you to protect the harvest.
Yeah, Dashel, that's clean clothes. You really want to burrow down in there, don't you? Viper blade.
Well, it's Thursday morning and I have a functioning patch on the back of my truck bed shell once again. I think I would have fixed this long ago if I had known it was going to be so easy. Good grief, those things just snapped right in.
Oh, yes, so much better. That last one was less than a year old. What went wrong?
That was awesome. So I think that's going to have to be it for this one, guys. The video has gotten long enough, so this is just going to be basically the chill weekdays leading up to the Isle of Eight Flags Shrimp Festival on Amelia Island. And as I speak, I am sitting in the parking lot at Central Park, and so you can see people out here gearing up and getting lined up for that big Thursday kickoff parade for the Shrimp Festival. So that is just going to be where the next video starts. It's going to be seeing that parade. So, all right, before I let you go, though, there are a couple more snacks that I would like to taste test. These ones are a little more on the more unhealthy side. First off, we're going to try cheese and caramel popcorn, and this is Circle K brand. And while it might not be very healthy at 207 calories, it is at least confirmed non-GMO right there. And we've all seen popcorn buckets that have a cordoned off area for the cheese popcorn and another one for the caramel popcorn, but apparently they have this idea that the two flavors go together well enough to just throw them both together in the same bag. So let's find out if they're right. Kind of like how the salty and sweet has gotten popular now with the chocolate-covered pretzels and stuff. Let's find out. I don't think they actually complement each other the way that salty and sweet does. Yeah, I like this. It's a good little travel snack, but the idea of throwing the two flavors together in a bag, I don't see it. Next thing I'm going to try is Dunkaroos. Now, a lot of us remember as kids, these things were very popular. They had a very well thought out ad campaign with the big cartoon kangaroo that would reach way into the frosting and dip his cookies in there, and he would say you can dunk it as much as you want or as little as you want, and it was very colorful and energetic. But my experience with them when I was a kid, I didn't get them very often, was that they were just your basic shortbread cracker cookie and cake frosting, and it was really nothing special other than the big colorful kangaroo. But let's see if I was right. Is this actually very plain? Let's get this box open. Yeah, I think they discontinued them for a long time, and I don't think a lot of people are aware that they did come back. I don't know if they're still around, but they came back long enough for me to find this little packet at a gas station somewhere. All right, so cookies are a lot smaller than I remember. Just dip it in here. All right, so it's actually a little bit thinner than cake frosting. It's not as... All right. It's not cake frosting. The dip is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The cookie, however, is very generic and not very good. I can definitely see why kids would like this, but as an adult, I don't think it's worth the calories. I think I would rather just eat a banana or a big handful of grapes or something like that. Or if I'm going to get cookies, I would just like get a Thin Mint or one of those peanut butter chocolate wafer things. It would be a lot better than this. But there you go. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, make sure to indicate so by giving me the good old thumbs up. Subscribe, turn on the noties when you do. I will talk to you down in the comments, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.